Todd McShay, draft analyst from The Ringer, on how he believes the Browns view their roster and their position in the upcoming draft.
You believe in what you're doing, and you know if we have time and a few years to build this thing, and we get the quarterback and we can insert it. We got Myles Garrett now locked down. We brought in Jerry Jeudy. We got Denzel at cornerback, Denzel Ward. Like, we've got pieces that are hard to get in this league, but we need a minute. We need a minute. Give us a little bit of time. The problem is, if we're picking here at 2 again and have a chance to draft one of those top quarterbacks, it's probably going to be somebody else making those decisions and probably going to be somebody else coaching those players, right? So how do you solve the crisis? They have a crisis at the quarterback position. And whether it was ownership forced it upon them, however it worked out, they're stuck with this situation. Deshaun Watson was the worst contract given to an individual maybe in the history of sports. Right?
Yeah, it's not hyperbole. I think that's
it truly isn't. So how do we manage with the handcuffs off? What's our best path, right? They know they've got a roster good enough to win a lot of games in 2025. And probably for the next 2 seasons because of those guys I told you. They just need solid quarterback play. They don't need elite quarterback play. They don't. They need solid quarterback play. They did not get that from Deshaun Watson. That's what happened last year.
Lance, I think that analysis is spot on of what the Browns roster is and what they need.
Well, I'm a big Todd McShay fan. I think he does a great job in terms of, like, he's kind of real, but he's not over the top, both neither positive or negative. He just kind of tells it like it is. And what I see in the Browns is he's absolutely right. They can't wait around. They don't have – so the one thing they don't have time. They got to figure this out right now or those guys won't be around, and we know that's how the NFL works. However, if you like a guy – if a quarterback's not high on your list, then you go get one of those game changers, Carter, Hunter, Graham. You get one of these guys that are really game changers on the defensive side of the ball, and then you get that veteran quarterback if you can. Now, the thing is, I think there's a couple quarterbacks. For me, Kirk Cousins makes complete sense. You draft Kirk Cousins, then you maybe get a quarterback in the later rounds that you think you can develop. Then you have a chance to win games next year. With a rookie quarterback, maybe that you're not super high on, that could be a challenge. So I think they have to get a veteran quarterback, whether it be a guy who's going to come in and lead the team or a guy who's going to come in and kind of guide the young guy. It depends. Now, there's some game changers up top. Abdul Carter's a game changer, but there's a lot of good players in this draft at certain positions and positions that the Browns have need in. So I think he's spot on. The Browns roster, there's elite players at a lot of levels. They have to get quarterbacks they can win with, not quarterbacks they win because of. And there's a lot of guys out there that I think that can do that. And I think Kirk Cousins is the guy for me that makes sense, even though it looks like he's not going to be available, at least early on.